Word problems based on numbers. You already know the technique to solve the word problems. With the help of those techniques, let us solve the word problems based on numbers. Exercise 3.4, sum number 2. The question is, form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solution by the elimination method. The name of the method is not mentioned. You can use any method of your choice, but here it's compulsory for you all to use the elimination method. Let's start. The question is, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 upon 2. It means fraction becomes 1 upon 2 if you only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? As I told you all initially don't try to understand the sum. Just read the last statement. Just ask yourself, what do we have to find? And what do we have to find here? The question is, what is the fraction? What do we mean by a fraction? Fraction in simple terms is numerator upon denominator, where denominator should not be equal to 0, right? So can we say, to find a fraction, we should know the numerator of the fraction and we should know the denominator of the fraction? So if you know the numerator, you know the denominator, you can easily find the fraction, right? So how to start? There are two unknowns, the numerator and the denominator. Assume one of the unknowns as x, assume the other unknown as y. So how do we start the sum? Let the numerator of the fraction be x and let the denominator of the fraction be y. And y should not be equal to 0 because denominator can never be equal to 0. Now what is a fraction? A fraction is numerator upon denominator. What is the numerator? X. What is the denominator? Y. So can we say that the original fraction that we are supposed to find is x upon y, numerator upon denominator? So your first statement, let the numerator of the fraction be x, let the denominator of the fraction be y, therefore the original fraction is x upon y. So let's form the equations. Just remember one thing, y should not be equal to 0, right? Now according to the first condition, now what the first condition says, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, add 1 to the numerator, subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction reduces to 1. What it means? What is this condition given? Numerator you add 1, so numerator plus 1, denominator you subtract 1, so denominator minus 1, the fraction reduces to 1, so numerator plus 1 upon denominator minus 1 is equal to, the fraction is 1 now. Numerator x, denominator y, so the equation becomes x plus 1, add 1 to the numerator, upon y minus 1, subtract 1 from the denominator is equal to 1. The fraction reduces to 1. Now let's bring this equation in the standard form. How do we do it? By cross multiplying, y minus 1 will go to the numerator and get multiplied with 1. So we will get x plus 1 is equal to 1 into y minus 1, that is y minus 1, right? Variables, constants, let's take the constants to the other side. What do we get? X minus y is equal to minus 2. Minus 1 is minus 2. X minus y is equal to minus 2 is the linear equation. Let this equation be equation number 1, right? That's the first equation. Now let's look at the second condition, the second equation. What is the second condition given to us? It becomes 1 upon 2 if only add 1 to the denominator. Numerator, nothing is being added, nothing is being subtracted. Only when you add 1 to the denominator, the fraction becomes 1 upon 2. What does this mean? How does it look? Numerator upon denominator plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 2. So how do we write in the equation form? Numerator is x upon denominator plus 1 is y plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 2. Again, to bring it in the simplified form, let's cross multiply. 2 will get multiplied with x, y plus 1 will get multiplied with 1. So we get 2x is equal to 1 into y plus 1, that's y plus 1, right? So you get 2x minus y is equal to 1, equation number 2. Why are we getting the equations in this form, variables on one side and constants on the other side? Because you are supposed to solve it by the elimination method, and in elimination method we want this form, right? Now, as we have discussed earlier, you already know how to solve it, so we will not concentrate more on solving in the word problems. We will just concentrate more on the equation formation. When you solve it by elimination method, the first and the second equation, you make the coefficients same. Here the coefficient of y is already same. You subtract, you get the answer. You will get the value of x as 3. Once you get the value of x, substitute x is equal to 3 in equation number 1, and you will get the value of y as 5. X is 3, y is 5, which means that the numerator is 3, denominator is 5, so x upon y will become 3 upon 5, because the question is what is the fraction. We are not only interested in the numerator and the denominator, we are actually interested in the fraction, right? So your final answer will be, therefore the required fraction is 3 upon 5. Very simple, clear? Let's move on. The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also, 9 times number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. The question looks a bit confusing, but trust me, it's very, very simple. Let's see how. First, don't try to understand it. Ask yourself, what are we supposed to find? We are supposed to find the number. Now, which type of a number is this? What type of a number is this? They are actually asking us to find a 2-digit number, that is 10, 11, 12, 13 and so on. I hope you all know what is a 2-digit number, right? Now, what is exactly a 2-digit number? A 2-digit number is a number consisting of a digit in the tens place and a number consisting of the digit in the units place, right? A 2-digit number consists of a digit in the tens place and a digit in the units place. So can we say a 2-digit number is always formed like this? A 2-digit number is equal to 10 into digit in the tens place plus 1 into digit in the units place. Did not understand this? Take this example. 25 is a 2-digit number, is actually equal to 10 into 2 plus 1 into 5. That's 10 into 2, the digit in the tens place, plus 1 into 5, the digit in the units place. So always remember this thing, children, that a 2-digit number is always formed using a digit in the tens place and digit in the units place. So we will assume the digit in the tens place be x and digit in the units place be y. You get x, you get y, you will get the 2-digit number. And how to find the 2-digit number with the digits? 10 into the digit in the tens place, that is x, plus 1 into the digit in the units place, that 1 into y, that is y. So the original 2-digit number is 10x plus y. While reading the sum, you must have come across one more thing, reversing the digits, reversing the order of the digits. What do you mean by reversing the order of the digits? Reversing the order of the digit means the tens place digit goes to the units place and units place digit comes to the tens place. So 10x plus y, after interchanging, after reversing, becomes 10y plus x. So that is one more important thing, the number obtained by interchanging the digits. First it was 10x plus y, now the digits got interchanged, it is 10y plus x. So in any 2-digit number sum, these are the 3 important statements. Let the digit in the tens place be x, let the digit in the units place be y, so the 2-digit number is 10x plus y, so interchanged number is 10y plus x, as simple as that. Once you get these 3 things, once you have these 3 things in front of you, trust me, equation formation is very, very simple, very, very simple. Let's do it. Let's read the first statement. According to the first condition, the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. The sum of the digits, which are the digits here? X and y. sum of the digits is 9. Sum of the digits x plus y is equal to 9. Let this be equation number 1. Clear? The second condition, 9 times the number, step by step, 9 times the number is twice the number obtained by reversing. 9 times the number, which is the number here, 10x plus y. So 9 times the number is 9 into 10x plus y. 9 times the number is meaning is equal to twice is 2 times, that is 2 into the number obtaining by reversing the digits, the interchanged number. So it's twice the interchanged number, that is 10y plus x. So 9 times the number is twice the interchanged number. Clear? What is a number? What is an interchange number? All concepts clear now? Let's simplify this by opening the brackets. What do we get? 90x plus 9y is equal to 20y plus 2x. Opening the brackets. Now bring all x terms together, y terms together, constant terms separately. What do we get? 90 minus 2x, that is 88x. 9y minus 20y will become minus 11y, bringing all the right hand side terms to left hand side is equal to 0. You can simplify this further. 88 and 11. 11 is a common factor, so dividing throughout by 11, what do we get? We get 8x minus y is equal to 0. Let this be equation number 2. You have equation 1, you have equation 2. Solve by the method of elimination and you will get the answer. The answer that you will be getting is for x is equal to 1. Once you get x is equal to 1, you substitute x is equal to 1 in equation number 1 and you get y is equal to 8. X is 1, y is 8. The sum is not over because these are just the digits. X is the digit in the tens place and y is the digit in the units place. We are interested in the number. So how to find the number? Number is 10x plus y. 10 into digits in the tens place plus 1 into digits in the units place. This is equal to 10 into 1 plus 8, which is equal to 10 plus 8, which is equal to 18. So your final answer will be, therefore, the required 2-digit number is 18. Simple? Let's move on. A few sums for practice for you all from the same type. Most of these sums are related to that numerator and denominator like sum. It's very, very simple and it's absolutely the same. Exercise 3.3, third ka first sum and fifth sum. Exercise 3.5, fourth ka second sum.